Hi there, viewers and gamers alike out there, and welcome to a special live stream commentary post show 2025 exclusive of Anime Idaho. So, for I am main event Leo Wolverine, yours truly, one and only. So, howdy do today, and yeah, and guess who came to my live stream in which I never thought I would see the day. I mean, I know I seen him in on video premieres, but as well on his YouTube channel, and now for the first time for quite a while, for a really long time, a friend of mine just came back and wanted to go visit me, and you know what? It is Austin Lawrence. Wow! Oh my goodness, Austin Lawrence. How you doing? Welcome to the live stream. My gosh, it is just. I never thought I'd. Usually I see you on video premieres in my YouTube channel. That goes from the DLs of Batman Arkham Knight DLC Revisited, of the GCPD Lockdown, the Flip of a Coin, Red Hood Story, and now A Matter of Family. And I got one more video that I love to post, and it's Scarecrow's Nightmare. Oh my goodness! Wow, you just seeing you really brings a smile to my face. And Austin Lawrence, thank you for being here, and welcome to July 1st. Oh my gosh, you have no idea. This is a blessing in disguise for me. I have no idea, but I am really happy. Oh wow. Yeah, this is amazing. So, what are we going to talk about today? As Cody Rhodes would say, what do you want to talk about? Well, I want to talk about Anime Idaho that began on the June 29th and the 30th. Well, actually, 28th and the 29th. Sorry, the 28th and the 29th. The 30th was yesterday. This is July 1st. So, yes, June 28th and 29th, right here. It lasted for 2 days, like the Gem State Comic Con. The same thing for the Nostalgia Con. And okay, I'm gonna sum it up and I'll get it down to business. So on the first day of Anime Idaho, I was minding my own business, yeah. And then I decided to bring in like just the two costumes I'm gonna bring in is the Undertaker, and not to mention the Mighty Morphin White Ranger. Of course, I didn't get that many pics as dressing up as the Dead Man Walking, known as the Undertaker, right there. And but I will definitely explain. Yeah, I will definitely explain. I dressed up as the Undertaker. There was a cosplay character, someone dressing up as Hatsune Miku in a way, or in a maid outfit. And also, I finally got a picture with the return of Darth Mickey. Yes, it's the return of Darth Mickey again. It's the return of Darth Mickey again. And oh my gosh, there's some characters about a Japanese anime. I finally got a couple of people dressed in cosplay who dress up as Asuna Yuki and Kazuto Kiriga, Asuna and Kirito from Sword Art Online. I posted it on my Discord server, in one of my Discord servers. And I don't know if anybody paid attention. Usually I post it on the general, but if I don't mind to post it like on DM. And so yeah, it was awesome. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh, you saw them. You saw them. Nice. I mean, I'll tell you this, Austin. It was not easy for me to find cosplayers who dress up as one of their favorite characters, to be honest. And yeah, why not? Yuki Asuna and Kirito meets the dead man walking, the Undertaker out of WWE in a crossover. And you know what? He got the picture taken, and he will not rest in peace until he finds people in cosplay. And you know what? That was absolutely incredible. So I really did, and it was amazing. So yeah, I mean, some people do. I mean, there are not many people from cosplay who dress up as their favorite WWE wrestler because I'm usually one of those people who kind of like broke the barrier. Like when it comes to cosplay, I mean, you want to dress up as Rey Mysterio, you want to dress up as the icon Sting, you want to dress up as the Undertaker, you want to dress up as John Cena in his clothing. Because you can't see me, my time is now, or my last time is now. So yeah, I'm one of those people who likes to break down the barrier, and I really did enjoy, and it was amazing. I mean, some people. I mean, I stayed in as the Undertaker for like approximately 90 minutes in a way, and boy, it was off to a good start. I mean, it was kind of quiet. I mean, and then when I dressed up into another cosplay as the Mighty Morphin White Ranger, oh boy, things are starting to pick up. I started to pick up like clockwork. People walk up to me and they say, dude, you're my Power Rangers, awesome. And then there's some kids wanted to wave to me and they say, hi, what's up? And the children, they walk up to me and someone wanted to take a picture of me. And I said, well, why not? Yes, I shake my head and I give them a nod. And it was a great moment for me, and I am so blessed. And like I know I mentioned this on a live stream when I was talking about the Nostalgia Con and Austin, yeah, and hello Blazer, what's up? Welcome to the live stream, and yes, we are live, and this is not a pre-recording. I'm talking to you right now, right here. Yes. Side note, Power Rangers does exist as a deck theme in the Playverse. It's primarily used by the Ranger variant of Ace, one of my writer's characters, and Kuon Aizawa, one of my own OCs. And yeah, okay, so yes, I was starting to pick up, and by the way, for those who were paying attention when I post the pics on cosplay, and yes, look at that, the Mighty Morphin White Ranger out of out of Die Ranger, Gosei Sentai Die Ranger. You know, the second show from the original Zhu Ranger, which is, and it's, yes, so the Mighty Morphin White Ranger fights off against Darth Mickey again and again and again. So Darth Mickey has come back again to facing off against the Mighty Morphin White Ranger. But that's not all. And you see Ryu from Street Fighter along with the Mighty Morphin White Ranger. So yes, it's like a throwback of Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. And, it's oh my goodness, who would not like Street Fighter? Ryu is one of my favorite characters. Who would not like Ryu from Street Fighter? Not to mention Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, Street Fighter characters and Power Rangers in a crossover. Oh my gosh, yes, I mean, anything can happen in a crossover. And then you see Hatsune Miku cosplayer and the Mighty Morphin White Ranger meeting up, and yes, awesome sauce. And, yeah, and then you see cosplayers from Legend of Zelda, from Breath of the Wild and or Tears of the Kingdom. And I decided, like, hey, why not? Why would I have like since they don't have any like weapons, I gave them a couple of lightsabers, and I brought my own sword from Transformers, as you can see, the one that's right on top of the NXT title belt. It was clever. It's absolutely clever. I know you have like I know if you have questions and answers, I will be glad to answer them once I'm done. I'm not saying I'm ending the live stream. I will have Q&A when I'm because I will have it. I'm not saying I won't, but I do. And yeah, I like Legend of Zelda. I mean, who would not like Link and Zelda in a way? And also other cosplayers, I recognize one of them, and the other and one is like Tifa, one who dressed up, who's cosplaying as Tifa Lockhart. And I was able to get yes a character from Final Fantasy VII and the remastered version, if you like to know. Of course, the music of the game itself is mostly copyright claim. It's like, what? I know it sucks, but the characters, I love it. I understand who Tifa Lockhart is. Like, she is trained in the martial arts, and my goodness, I would say she can actually take on Ronda Rousey in UFC or in WWE in my corner. Those two series did a crossover one. Fun fact, Power Rangers also crossed over with the Ninja Turtles. That I think I remember the Ninja Turtles. I mean, who would not like TMNT when it comes to crossovers? My gosh. I know Power Rangers is not the only one. And oh yeah, Batman, yes, TMNT and Batman, yes, that from DC Comics and TMNT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and my gosh, if you remember who are the characters' names, like I gotta look this up, I gotta look this up, I gotta look this up, and also some characters you might have known who they are in a way, unless you see watch them on Crunchyroll and or Netflix or something like that. And also, I found a cosplayer who was dressing up as Lucy Hartfilia from Fairy Tale. And I know there's a friend of mine who loves Fairy Tale. I don't know if Kay. I mean, like like something like like Kay is really much interested in Fairy Tale. She's all right with Sword Art Online characters, but I think she likes Fairy Tale more. Speaking of Final Fantasy, they are doing a collaboration with Magic the Gathering. Yeah, I've heard of Magic the Gathering. It's a card game. I'm familiar with it. I'm not saying I don't, but I'm familiar with how it does. So, man, I like I said, I had a lot of people walk up to me when it comes to when I dress up as the Mighty Morphin White Ranger, and it was absolutely glorious, or well, not glorious. It was absolutely fantastic. The first day, it went off to a really good start, and of course, I wish I can only stay like for most of the day, but I had to go somewhere to watch a baseball game that I had to go back into Caldwell, Idaho. and watch a baseball game. So I went to Anime Idaho on day one on the weekend on a Saturday, and now I went to a baseball game that was in the in the late afternoon, like I would say approximately around seven. I had to arrive at 6:30. It began at 7, and it went great, to be honest. Oh no, my gosh, I won a prize. I've never won anything in my life while it was during on breaks on during a baseball game, and I it was a game called catching the fish. So you only got like 3 tries to win a prize. And then my first try, I almost had it and I missed. The second try, it was not easy, a lot of concentration. I caught the fish on my second try and I did it. I won a prize, and it was from Marvel Studios, the Thunderbolts movie, which is a drink cup, and I finally got one. Yes, yeet, woo, and it was awesome. I enjoyed it. It was incredible, and I absolutely loved it. Oh my gosh, and enjoying a baseball game and all that. And the final score throughout, I know there was like a race and all that stuff, and there was like a water balloon catching contest. And and I watched the rest of the baseball game, and the final score was 4-1. And yeah, it was. I never won anything in my whole life in a baseball game by catching the fish. And my gosh, Saturday was a great day. It was a great day. Oh my goodness, I had a wonderful, fantastic day, and I couldn't ask for anything better than that. My gosh, it's absolutely incredible. I'll give you that. It's just amazing. I really enjoyed it. Have I watched the movie Marvel Studios, the Thunderbolts? So I think it was like the next Avengers group, Avengers of next Avengers group in a way. Because this is the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and it kind of took place somewhere around like wow, over a decade ago, and then you see the Winter Sol. One of them you recognize as the Winter Soldier. Incredible, and that which is makes sense in a way, and also and now my second day back into cosplay. So once again, instead of dressing up as the Undertaker, I dressed up as the Master Chief from the Halo games, or the Halo series, if you like to call it. So Darth Mickey strikes back again. Darth Mickey strikes back again. And so the return of Darth Mickey, and you see Hatsune Miku along with another cuddly, fluffy animal cosplay character, and it was absolutely incredible. And yeah, and also found a cosplayer from Data Live, and Kurumi Tokisaki is also like one of my favorite characters, and I finally found a cosplayer who dressed up as Kurumi Tokisaki. Yes! And I wanted to have a picture taken with her. And guess what? I got a picture taken with her who dressed up as Kurumi Tokisaki along. Yeah, can you imagine? Kurumi Tokisaki and the Master Chief, like in the picture? Like, how does that work out when it comes to Kurumi Tokisaki and the Master Chief from Halo? And actually, I think this can actually work in a way. You know how when it comes to like almost 500 years in the future, And then you see Kuramitoki Saki hasn't aged a bit, hardly, and it was. Ooh, but I love it. I never thought I'd get to see the day when it comes to that. And yes, oh my gosh! And and it was a given. It was a given. And also, I finally, yesterday I was going to think about who am I going to get a video recording or an autograph or take a picture with. And guess what? I finally got something to show you right here, right now. I got an autograph from Kira Buckland, who voices Erica from Fire Emblem The Sacred Stones and also from Fire Emblem Engage. She also voices Heart Aino. Yes, Heart Aino. I know she's from Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle, in which I did a Let's Play out of that series in a way. Oh my gosh. She's also from River City Gals. And I know she does a lot of Japanese anime. If you are familiar with this, Austin Lawrence, or you can name some characters right off the bat from that has Kira Buckland involved. And she's an incredible voice actor, a great voice actress. And I got a really cool discount bundle. So it was like $20 instead of $30, because if you want to take the photo only, like instead of getting the autograph from like one of the pictures or what, or like you're just gonna get like $30. But if you get the bundle, it'll be like $10 cheaper. Not only you will get an autograph, but you will also get your picture taken. And I got the $20 bundle plus taxes, which I know there's taxes. So yeah, I got it was a great deal. It was a really great deal, and I would not turn it down. And I finally got her autograph, so I am definitely going to show you right here on the cell phone camera if it lets me. And yep, there is Erica. Look at that. And there's Akira Buckland's autograph. And yes, and that's Erica from Fire Emblem The Sacred Stones and Fire Emblem Engage. Yes! Yeet! Woo! I'm on fire! That is awesome. Oh my goodness. So yeah, that is it. Oh, and also I got a picture taken from Kira Buckland when I dressed up as the Master Chief, and it was great. It was great. I absolutely love it. And I'll never take it for granted. And it was absolutely fantastic. And by the way, was back into the Mighty Morphin White Ranger suit again. And and then, I walked into, when I met someone last year who goes by the name is Barry. She is like okay. You're wondering, who is Barry? Who in the world is Barry? And I'll sum it up for you if I can. So Barry, okay, I'm gonna give you some I'm gonna try to picture this for you. Have you ever heard of Project Diva Vocaloid? I'm just for example. Have you ever heard of Project Diva Vocaloid, or Hatsune Miku Project Diva F, or Project Diva F Second, or Project Diva X, or Project Diva Mega Mix? You know that? Okay, so if you've heard of it, and if you understood it, and from what I said, all right then. Okay, so Barry, I know she is born in the United States. She has autism just like I do, but she's incredibly gifted, and she speaks not only English, but she also speaks Japanese. She speaks Japanese fluently, and she sings pretty well. And yeah, she knows how to dance, and it's she has her very own Instagram page. She has TikTok. It was, oh my goodness. I was able to catch her performance on a Sunday, and it was I really enjoyed her performance. I know it lasted for like around 30 minutes because I know she's kind of running pressed on time, but her performance was absolutely amazing, and I really enjoyed it. And I don't think there was nothing ever that, I mean, for the first time. And by the way, she is I would say she is the very first J-pop idol for besides Hatsune, ever since Hatsune Miku hit worldwide. And for the first American in the United States to become a J-pop idol who has autism, who is incredibly gifted, talented, who dance, who sings. And she did the Maid Cafe and did some performances in Tokyo, back in Japan. And yes, I I was absolutely impressed. I was astonished, and and if you can see the name Barry right below the right next to the below the White Ranger helmet, it's incredible. That is just absolutely wow. I'm just, and I also got a picture of her. And you thought that was the end of it. No, it's not. No, I have it right here. So I am going to show you. Yeah, I'm going to show you right here. Ta-da! Here we go. I don't know if you can see it, but there it is. Yes, that's Barry with the cat earphones, and it was with the Mighty Morphin White Ranger suit. And yes, since the White Ranger has a tiger is a big feline cat. Why not? I do one with like cat claws. That would be awesome. That would so kawaii. Yes, yeet, woo! Oh my gosh. I've absolutely enjoyed it, man. Oh my goodness. And you thought that was not, that was it, but no, 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 no. I also got another picture, one who, I know she has her very own website, and she's on, oh my goodness. She was dressing up as Strawberry Mew out of Mew Mew Power. And I think I have it right here. And there we go. So there it is. Yes. There it is. And I love it. Yeah, that's it is cool. It is cool. I mean, who wouldn't do for like that? And just, oh my gosh, wow. Ugh. I am just, I am just, I'm just standing in the crowd. I love this. This is just absolutely incredible. The cosplay guests. Oh my gosh. I met, ugh. I think I met Tiffany Gordon cosplay and others. And my goodness. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, I mean, do you have any idea that it just did, yeah, Tiffany Gordon cosplay, Akakyoga cosplay, Born to Burn, Peachy Pop cosplay, yeah, Peachy Pop cosplay. My goodness, the list is endless. And I also went to the Tayo Maid Cafe, where I had won in a game of blackjack 3 times. And I also have a picture, so here we go. Here's another one right here for you. I got one right here. Yes, there's the Master Chief detaining a manservant, a mother maid who just helps me out. It was awesome. I absolutely love it. Yeet! Woo! Oh my gosh! It is it just that I. oh, oh wow! Oh. I'm just absolutely floored, and it just makes me want to be really happy and all that. Yeah, that is awesome, and back to the and besides the yeah, I mean, I get a lot more pictures combined as the Master Chief and the Mighty Morphin White Ranger than what I do as the Undertaker. I know the Undertaker is quite the popular, but not enough pics. I get like a lot more pics as the Master Chief from Halo and the Mighty Morphin White Ranger as the fantastic icons, and I'm not too disappointed. I'm really happy. Why would I be that disappointed when it comes to that? I'm not disappointed. No, never. I'm not. And so for that, oh yeah, I posted more pics on the Discord server, and yeah, I absolutely enjoyed. And by the way, there's a cosplayer who dresses up as Mario from the Mario Brothers games, and why not? The Mighty Morphin White Ranger and Super Mario, a crossover. I'm the Mighty Morphin Mighty Morphin Mighty Morphin Mario Ranger. Yahoo! Let's go. Wee! Oh, oh my gosh! It is just. Oh, it is just absolutely amazing. Oh my goodness. Yes. But the cosplayer dressed up as a Mario character, he really likes Power Rangers. He really does. I know there was like people coming out of the main hall or the main stage. I'm guessing there was like an event inside there, which I wasn't aware of, but I think I might have known there was an event. But I did catch Emmy Lowe's piano recital, if you like to know. If you want to know, like, who in the world is Emmy Lowe again? Have you forgot that I met Emmy Lowe back in Neo Anime Oasis of 2023? Well, I'm going to have to remind you once again. Here we go. So, Emmy Lowe is a Taiwanese, Chinese American voice actor and director. They are most well known for voicing Lucy in Cyberpunk Edge Runners, Mao Mao and the Apothecary Diaries, Ruan Mei and Honkai Star Rail, Sawatari and Chainsaw Man, Rina in Higurashi when they cry, Rinku from D4DJ, Suma in Demon Slayer, Columbina Damsolette in Genshin Impact. So she's in it. Miri in Buddy Daddies, Hey in The Legend of Hey, Hei, capital Hei, or Hi or Hey. I'm sorry. Destiny in Tak Op, the game of Destiny, Shoten Doji in Fate/Grand Order. If you're familiar with that name, like, You're sure you're not making this up? No, it shows the info. If you know what I'm talking about. Kate in Shadow's house, Mirai in Dr. Stone, and Young Hawks in My Hero Academia, but can be heard in countless other anime and video games. When Emmy is not acting, she can be, well, no, they can be found or playing piano, playing video games, cosplaying, napping, working out, eating, and exploring natural and man-made ruins. They also have an absolutely precious but spoiled Siberian cat named Noctis that has never done anything wrong as an incredibly cute and fluffy. So there you go. That's your info about Emmy Lowe. So this is the second time I bumped into her. Of course, I wanted to do a video recording, but she was not able to do it. So because I think her throat was kind of getting sore from what happened yesterday on day one of Anime Idaho, and I don't blame her. So her health comes first before everyone else's. So yeah. And I do deeply respect that, but I don't mind saying hi to her. And she came back like 2 years later, and I was thrilled. I was absolutely thrilled to see her again. No doubt about it. It was great to see her again. And yeah, and there's like I said, other cosplayers. I see cosplayers and dress up in Project Diva Vocaloid. One who dress up as Kakamine Len and the other Kakamine Reed. And yes, the colors of the outfit matches my Mighty Morphin White Ranger suit. Black and gold in white, and yes, it really fits. And I wanted to get a picture of that, and finally got it. And yes, I finally got it, and I posted it. And guess what? It just happened. Yeet! Woo! I love it. Who would not? Yeet! Woo! Oh my gosh. And there's a couple of cosplayers who dressed up as maids. And I'm certain, like I said, you might know the name of the show or who they are or both, unless it rings a bell, unless you understand it, and otherwise all in that. And it went absolutely fantastic. I also finally I met another voice actress. Of course, I was able to do the video recording. Her name is Allegra Clark. Of course, I know who she is. So I'm not going to. I know much into that detail, which like I kind of feel really bad for people who are like on one side in the smoke screen. But that's a separate matter. So Allegra Clark is a trilingual actor and voiceover artist originally from New York City. After spending a childhood during commercials and school plays in both French and English, which I did not know she did study French or in that language, to be honest. I never knew until now. Allegra studied theater and Italian literature at Northwestern University. S. and Jericho in E is most known for voicing Bloodhound from Apex Legends. Beidou from Genshin Impact. Maki and Miwa from Jujutsu Kaisen. Yes, Jujutsu Kaisen. Marissa from Street Fighter 6. Dorothea and Shamir from Fire Emblem 3 Houses and 3 Hopes. And Cynthia from Pokemon Masters. In addition to screaming into microphones in small padded rooms, Allegra also enjoys making excellent use of her 15 plus years of vocal training by serenading her cat. So yeah, I am a kind of a cat person, to be honest. But I don't hate dogs. They say you're not a dog person, are you? I'm not much of a dog person, just because I'm not much of a dog person doesn't mean I hate dogs. No, no, don't get that. Don't get that wrong idea by saying I hate dogs, which I don't. It's just I'm not a dog person. I just don't. I don't hate dogs. Okay, I'm more of a cat person. All right. So there you go. Don't get confused. And I was able to, yeah, meet her. Finally got a voice recording with her, but that's going to be a video premiere, which I will be doing this week before July 4th, or should I say Independence Day. Either that or whichever comes first. But yeah, I'm going to enjoy this. Oh yeah, by the way, I will do a comic strip thumbnail quickly. I already finished like how I was able to put comic strip thumbnails when I did about the Nostalgia Con, which I did an incredible job when I went with Wendy Lee and Kyle Hebert. And then I did an incredible job with the likes of, with Michelle Ruff, who voices Sidon, Shida Wasada from Sword Art Online, a crossover with her and the Master Chief. And it worked. Meld together your own fire team. And finally, I was able to meet Cricket Lee, no relation with another voice actress I know of, and she voices May from Avatar: The Last Airbender series. And yeah, and I love it, and I finally got what I wanted. It was awesome. Hello, Kevin. What's up, Kev? How you doing? I saw the text message from McKay, if you like to know. So yeah. So Austin Lawrence, you say Allegra Clark is known for Lucretia Essely in the Trails games. Hopefully, if that name's correct. Mitsuru Kirijo in Persona 3 Reloaded. Dorothea and Shamir, I did mention that. Alice in Rune Factory 5, just to name a few. So how you doing, Kevin? Whoa! Oh my gosh. Yeah, it was, yeah. Oh, you made Team Idaho. Wow, Kevin. Awesome sauce. That's incredible. I will get back to that matter in just a moment, since we're in the live stream. So I enjoyed very much, and also I enjoyed an incredible amount of time, and also from yesterday. My little sister Izzy had the day off on a Monday, but she had to work on Tuesday because she has to go to work on her birthday, which absolutely sucks, to be honest. So so my little sister and I decided that since she had the day off on a Monday, she will come and meet me, so I would take her to the Human Bean. So it's more than just selling coffee. They make lattes, they make tea, they make smoothies. They also sell food like a sausage, egg, and cheese sandwich. And yeah, thanks, Kevin. I know you say bye, dude, but thanks for coming. And hopefully you get to talk to me on Discord or calling me, or DM me on a group with McKay and yourself. So, yeah. And funny how you say you made it to the team, and McKay says another about himself, and you. That's weird. I don't know who's telling the truth. I really have no idea. I just don't like saying you're in the team, and all right, but, and then one person says, you're not in the team. Like, what? And then why would someone try to lie to me? I don't like liars, to be honest. I just want someone to be honest with me by telling me the truth and not lying to in front of my face. Because that does not help when you try to tell me that you made it, but you're actually lying to my face. Can you tell me the truth that it's not a lie? Because trying to tell me a lie really hurts me, and also it hurts others as well, and I don't like being lied to. Have you ever heard the words, thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor? Translation, do not lie. And that is found in the Ten Commandments. Really? I mean, it's not that hard for anybody to understand. It's just difficult for somebody who knows how to say that in front of their face. So, yeah. I thought the results would come in like next week or less than 2 weeks away, because I don't know. I mean, I would love to get chosen, but if I don't get chosen, which I will make a further announcement at the end of near the end of this Anime Idaho live stream commentary post show 2025 exclusive. So yes, I've got like I said, I had a bunch of pictures. I haven't posted it on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and on the Alliance community board just yet. And also I am gonna be posting it like this week and next week if I have the time. So I should be able to have set time, and I should be able to do that. And check it out, and you'll see me easy peasy lemon squeezy on Discord, on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube on the community board. And you'll be able to see me lickety split or spit, or But anyways, it is time for Q&A, and I would love to answer your questions. I will give you my answers as the best of my, not the best of my ability, the better of my ability. Better than I will do my better than my best to answer the questions. I got to do my better than my best, not my best than my better. I mean, I want to do my better than my best to answer the Q&A. And take the time to type away, and also, and like I said, I will tell you this. When I was in the Mighty Morphin White Ranger suit, I mean, there's a bunch of people walking up to me from here and there, and some from out of state, to be honest, and yeah, out of the state of Idaho. Like, when I mean out of state, I mean, for example, like the state of Oregon, the state of Washington, not D.C., the Evergreen State, the state of Montana, the state of Wyoming, the state of Utah, and the state of Nevada. Yeah, the Beaver State, the Evergreen State, the Treasure State, the Cowboy State, the Beehive State, and the Silver State. So yeah, like I said, if you got questions for me, I'm open right now. I'm not ending the live stream yet, but I will give my final sayings, and I do have an announcement to make for everybody to make this clear from what I'm doing in the month of July, because I will explain to you from what is going to happen right here and right now. So you'll be able to understand and clearly and hear what I have to say. Okay, I will do something about. So Austin Lawrence says, "Did you enjoy the trip? The the trip? Okay. What trip would that be, Austin? Can you be more specific? What trip? Did I enjoy the trip? Like to Anime Idaho or my Utah trip adventure or like or going to the Nostalgia Con or Gem State Comic Con. Oh, the Anime Idaho. Oh, that one. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed it. I was thinking of something like in mind, of course, when I had Allegra Clark did a video recording. Well, I was right there, and then usually I was dressed in the Mighty Morphin White Ranger suit. And yeah, there you go. And how am I supposed to explain to Cricket Lee, who voices May from Avatar: The Last Airbender? It's like, oh, okay. So Dorothy is trying to find that Mr. Right in her life, and then all of a sudden, am I listening to her or not? Yes, I'm listening. But what about May? And she found Prince Zuko in the Mighty Morphin White Ranger suit, and it was, just like I'm stuck in a love triangle, but I'm in cosplay in a way. Oh, jeez. Oh my goodness! I'm kind of like in deep water, but not really though. But as in cosplay as the Mighty Morphin White Ranger suit, yeah, when it comes to rescuing women or damsel in distresses, it's not a problem to save them from bad guys like such as Rita Propulsa's the putties, and not to mention the Tengas. Oh, and what am I supposed to do? Oh. Oh, I think I might have I have something wait oh I don't know. Maybe I should have stick with Kyle Hebert as giving him a thumbs up. And when it comes to the Magnet Defender, and when it comes to Doggy Anubis Cougar as the Shadow Ranger, and should have stick with the Crimson Ranger, who is Ryu, and I thought maybe I'll stick with friends who knows how to make a better team up when it comes to women. It's hard to miss or difficult to juggle, or maybe you should have say treat them as one of the guys or the like those people. I'm no. Ah! Why? 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 So you know what? I think I might have an idea. I still have the video. I'm not saying I don't, but I think I might know what to do in such a matter. I think I'm going to put a comic strip thumbnail, but I would say this is just an exclusive video that I don't think you're not going to find anywhere else besides my YouTube channel, which is Leo's Let's Plays Alliance. So I think I might have an idea that might as well work within, and yeah, you know how Princess Azula wants to know, like, wait a minute, that's not Prince Zuko, that's someone else in the Mighty Morphin White Ranger. Who is this guy? Uh, I'm not gonna say my name out loud because when I say I'm not gonna say my name out loud, I'm not gonna say my name out loud when I did to when a child asked me to sign an autograph for him. I signed an autograph for him, and guess what? I signed an autograph for him. I want to try to write it in cursive, but I want to do my own handwriting. So I could see through the visor of the helmet. It's not like I cannot see through the visor of the helmet. I could absolutely see through the visor of said helmet. And there you go. I can see through the visor of said helmet. I know you got more questions to ask, Austin, so go keep on going. I got more, like I said, the child wanted an autograph and he wanted to take a picture of me while I was dressed up as a Mighty Morphin White Ranger suit. I did not have the heart to say I'm Tommy Oliver. I just couldn't say that out loud. There was no way for me to say this out loud because why? I didn't have the heart. I did not have the heart to say it. I can't do it. There was no way for me to say this out loud and say, "Hey, I'm Tommy Oliver, kid." And no, it's not gonna work. I don't think this will not literally work when it comes to me saying in front of the child by saying, "I'm Tommy Oliver," and it won't do. It just won't do. So yeah. How does it feel to cosplay as the White Ranger? Ooh, that's an easy one. That's an easy one. It feels great. It feels wonderful. It's like, yeah, I never thought to be honest, I wanted to, when I went to buy the Mighty Morphin White Ranger suit, I bought it off on Amazon. And I forgot to buy the helmet that combines with the suit, so I kind of forgot that, and I wanted to return it back to get my money back, but it did not happen. Of course, I mean, I almost got rid of it, but then I decided I'll keep it. Maybe I'll find like a Velcro helmet in a way, for me to put on. And I decided to keep the suit with buying the Velcro helmet, and I was off to a pretty good start. And then I decided, several years later, I bought the Mighty Morphin White Ranger helmet off of Amazon. And it's like a one size fits all, so it fits me. Of course, the helmet is pretty cool. The problem was trying to putting it on was like not as easy as I thought to have to clip it into the entire of my entire head. And so I was able to do that for a few tries. And I finally got it. I'm making the adjustment. And yes, and the helmet inside, it gets hot with no air conditioning unless you're outside in a cool place under a shade. You're good unless you have the air blowing in that goes right underneath the helmet. You're fine. A little sweaty, but you'll be it'll be okay. I mean, not without the wind. Well, good luck with that. And you'll need plenty of water to drink once you take off the helmet, unless you have the stamina and the endurance to keep on going. And trust me, I do have the stamina and the endurance to keep on going, and I kept on going. And I was able to, they're carrying my bags by deadlifting. That has more of my cosplay costume along with my clothes that I had to change. The boots are pretty easy. The most of the suit was pretty easy to wear, including the arm bands, the leg bands, of course. And I would not forget to mention about the next hardest part was the Velcro vest. It was not easy for me to put it on because you have to open the Velcro vest and then clip it back on with the Velcro and then by closing it. So doing like a one man job is not easy. I would say the Velcro vest is one to put it on is one of the hardest to try to clip it back on with the Velcro. The helmet's the second hardest. So, uh, but I really did enjoy cosplaying as the Mighty Morphin White Ranger. Kids look up to me, wave, and they want to, and then some adults want to take a picture if they when they remember back in their own childhood, when they're married or they're single, husband and wife, man and woman, and it was a gift. It was like a blessing, like a gift from God. And I know I mentioned this on the live stream, but I'll say this again back from the Nostalgia Con post show live stream. Wearing the White Ranger suit or a Power Ranger suit like that is like trying to put on the full armor of God. You have the waist belt of truth, the breastplate of righteousness, the shoes of peace, the shield of faith, the helmet of salvation, and the sword of the Spirit, which is God's word, found in Ephesians chapter 6, verse 10. And an incredible way to feel like it's like, how do you feel like, well, like you put on the full armor of God? Well, it's the same way like you want, for those who watch the TV show series called Bible Man, and it's pretty something. It's something else entirely. So yeah. And if you have more questions for me, Austin Lawrence, I'm right here. And you know, when I was in the cosplay as a Mighty Morphin White Ranger, and then I saw a couple of cosplayers dressing up their characters from Legend of Zelda games. One is like Breath of the Wild, which I'm familiar with. Well, to be honest, I had a couple of lightsabers. So one is green and the other is blue, and I have that sword from Transformers. I'm certain Optimus Prime wouldn't mind to have a sword like that. And so guess what? What's it like meeting such well-known voice actors and/or voice actresses? Says Austin Lawrence. Oh my goodness. It went great, to be honest. It was absolutely fantastic. Oh my gosh, meeting them up in person. In Gem State Comic Con, and not to mention oh, Lizzie Freeman. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I met Lizzie Freeman. She's great, great voice actress, to be honest, who voices Pan from Dragon Ball GT. Kyle Lieberman, and also met others from the Nostalgia Con. Actually, really nice folk, to be honest, in real life, and meeting up with them for the first time and meeting them in person, and like there's some like, and they actually noticed that I'm dressing up as a Mighty Morphin White Ranger, and like, dude, I mean, there was a one time. There was a couple of people dressed up as Power Rangers, and I would have been there to dress up as a Mighty Morphin White Ranger because why? I should have dressed up that one cosplay like right of now instead of later, because sometimes if only people would have known that I'm the cowboy cosplayer as the Mighty Morphin White Ranger from the second season of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and not to mention the second show, which is Gosei Sentai Die Ranger. if you happen to know. Gosei Sentai Die Ranger. Oh, and by the way, the Megazords from Power Rangers are absolutely incredible, but you think Megazords came in first from Power Rangers and Super Sentai? To be honest, that's not entirely true. The one who came up with a big mechanized or Megazord robot is the Japanese version of the Spider-Man. Yes, Spider-Man. Why? Because usually Marvel and Toei, with Stan Lee back then, kind of made a deal from Spider-Man and having a mechanized Megazord. If it weren't for Spider-Man, Super Sentai and Power Rangers would never exist with Megazords. It would never exist, and the show would not be incredible. Those shows would not be incredibly exciting. They will never be incredibly exciting. I mean, when you have a meeting up with the voice actors and the voice actresses. So, like I said, if the without Spider-Man, when Marvel with Stan Lee made a deal with Toei Animation for like how many episodes, Super Sentai and Power Rangers would never exist without Megazords, and it would be kind of like not the great show. I mean, you'll just have the Power Rangers. I mean, including with Kamen Rider in a way. It would never exist. So Spider-Man, when the people from Japan, when Japanese would say, this Spider-Man would not exist. Spider-Man came first with a Megazord. And I thought it was Gundam. Actually, Gundam, that's true, to be honest, but which came in first in Super Sentai or Power Rangers? Spider-Man. Besides Gundam. Besides the Gundam shows. And so, really, yes, really. I mean, like I said, without Spider-Man, there would be no Megazords for Power Rangers and Super Sentai. And also, Kamen Rider did make some crossovers with Super Sentai, and one of them is Kamen Rider Den-O, which is really the popular Kamen Rider, along with it. And also, if the meeting up with the voice actors and voice actresses in real life, some can be quite comedic. Others, can be calm, cool, and collected, but they're pretty nice people in real life, to be honest. I know there can be there's something in a hurry. It's I need to hurry up, and I know you take your time and that, and I understand how the feeling must be in a way for those people who done their very own method voice acting for so many years, and they know what it means to be on the block, not the chopping block. And if you have more questions, I would like to hear from you more. Again, Austin Lawrence, if you have some more, I'm right here. And also, by the way, my gosh, David Lodge, when I met him in the Nostalgia Con, he's actually a really nice guy, to be honest. He's pretty interesting to talk to. And not to mention Joshua Seth. He is a great voice actor in his own right from Digimon, from the Digimon series, most of them. Meeting up with Wendy Lee, a great voice actress. I know she's done a lot of voice acting for so many years. I know she voiced Alpha 6. Then I finally got my wish. And she was absolutely amazed of my performance of my little stunt when we did, and like, yeah, and yes, I hesitated for a moment, but my try not to forget my lines. And I try to do my best impersonation as Tommy Oliver. I'm not. I'm trying to sound like Jason David Frank, which I'm never. I'm never gonna sound like Jason David Frank. There will never be another JDF, and I know there won't be. He may be imitated, but never duplicated. The same thing goes for Kevin Conroy, which I kind of found out what he is from what he does, and like, which is a separate matter. But I'm never gonna be sounding like Kevin Conroy. People are gonna say, "Dude, you almost sound like Kevin Conroy." Like, what's up with that? And why do you almost sound like Tommy Oliver? Why do you almost sound like JDF in a way? I watch the TV shows playing back in my mind and watching them on television over on TV over and over again, which is comes to stream service. It's like you're try to engrave this in you, and you want to build this up by your own thing. And meeting up with the voice actors and the voice actresses, it really does, like, it really makes it like a very reassured feeling when you want to get to know them. I know it's like never judge a book by its cover until you understand what they absolutely do in life. I mean, when you get to know them in person, you finally realize, so this is what he or she actually does. It's like I'm just like a regular. I'm just a regular, one kind of a guy or gal, just like you. I mean, wanted to do something for a living, right? I mean, if you know what I mean. I want to take care of my cat. I want to take care of my dog. I play an instrument. I can play the piano. Are you a musician, a former musician? I played drums back in church. I played for some percussion instruments. I'm not much of a guitarist. I did play bass guitar, even though my fingers will actually hurt once I start playing the bass guitar again. Because I'm not I'm not. Well, then I'm kind of part of a musician when I used to play clarinet, and then I used to play like the big bass drum, the drums, and like you know what I mentioned earlier before. And uh, and by the way, I did mention about Cricket Lee. No relation with another voice actress I know of. So get this. When I was at the Nostalgia Con, I usually people walk up and say they want to buy something this and then have it autographed. It's like, hey, buy this. This is only $20. And for this only it's 30. But wait a minute. You can buy this for a bundle, get the picture, and have an autograph signed, and plus have the picture taken with me or with the voice actor and the voice actress. And guess what? There you go, and that's about it. But not once, never for once, there was one person who asked to do a video recording from the Nostalgia Con, Austin. No one from the Nostalgia Con ever asked to do a video recording with Cricket Lee, who voiced May from Avatar: The Last Airbender. And guess who became the very first one who wanted to do a video recording with her? It was me. It was me. I am the very first guy to wanting to do a video recording with her, and I got my wish. I finally got it. And I explained to Cricket, yeah, I know that that's her name. I'm like, what? Is you calling her a grasshopper? No, that's her real name. That's her real name, for crying out loud. Look it up. I just went to the Nostalgia Con. You think I didn't go to the Nostalgia Con for nothing, right? I mean, come on. I went there already. So I am the very first guy. Nobody knows this. I mean, nobody actually knows that I'm the very first guy to do a video recording with Cricket Lee. And finally, I was able to, she wanted, we were going to do a little bit of a skit, like, how are we going to come up with this? I know I remember her famous lines when she voices May, and I say, let's say I'm Prince Zuko in the White Ranger suit. Like, what? Prince Zuko in the White Ranger suit? Like, why? Are you kidding me? Like, okay, like, I think this is not a bad idea for her. Like, Prince Zuko in the White Ranger suit, even though I know he could see, but even despite the injury from his eye that he suffered from his father from that attack, because in how like going against his wishes, like, oh my, it's so yeah. I'd say, I love it. Let's do it. Let's do this. I want to do this thing. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. And so we go. I try to get myself into character. Of course, I didn't say nothing. Not a single word when it comes to do a video recording. So, not a single word. And then she did her lines about when she was explaining to, when she voices May or I'm sorry. And yeah, like, thought about saving the jerk who dumped me, and finally finding love in life again with finally reunited with Prince Zuko in the Mighty Morphin White Ranger suit, and it tells Azula that she has been miscalculated. And she loves Zuko more than she fears her. And that was icing on the cake. And it was a romantic moment when we looked upon each other. I said nothing. I absolutely said nothing, but I did turn my head to her, and I absolutely love it. It was like when I hear the words, it's like there was magic in the air. I was on cloud nine. I'm on cloud nine, baby. Yeet! Woo! Yeet! Yeet! Woo! Wow! I love it. And now I got a video recorded by Allegra Clark, who voices Dorothea, about finding a rich husband and all that, from that famous quote from Fire Emblem Three Hopes. And it worked. I'll tell you this, it worked. But so I think I have a pretty good idea of how I'm going to fit this video. A video that I'm going to record shortly in the near future that makes it worthwhile. Yes! Yeet! Woo! Oh, wow! I can hardly wait. I can hardly wait to think of that, and that is going to come into practice. So, oh, my! Oh. If you have any, like I said, Austin Lawrence, if you have anything, I'm right here. And also, yeah, I met Michelle Ruff. I met Sinon, and now Sinon's part of the fire team with the Master Chief from Halo. A great crossover. Yes, and Kyle Hebert with, when it comes to him. along with Wendy Lee, then meeting up with Allegra Clark, and then Emmy Lowe again 2 years later. And finally meeting up with, talking to Kira Buckland. I should have asked something about Heart I know, and I just, I don't know why. I should have said something earlier, but no, I got, the thought escaped my mind, and I should have known. I should have said Heart I know, but no. It kind of would have worked with the Mighty Morphin White Ranger, but I went with the Master Chief. But you know what? It's not too bad. I love it. I love it. It was just, it is something like don't let this moment take away from you. And I get it. Yeah, I still remember when it comes to Philippians 4 verse 8, whatsoever things are just and whatsoever things are virtue, whatsoever things are pure, and and if there be any virtue, I have to think on these things. I have to think on these things. Well, whatsoever things are lovely, because I usually, how I think outside the box. I mean, surely when it comes to a person who has to think in their mind, even though they are living in the world temporarily, but you don't belong to the world in a way, exact way per se. Because it's what it says about in the Bible. Yeah, I read the King James version in a way. And I do understand other Bible translation versions, and some are I noticed that what have they done to this? It's not supposed to say that, even though I know about the Ethiopian Bible, the ESV, KJV, and KJV, you know. So, I mean, for those who want to understand about comic strips, I would suggest the Action Bible would be a great fit for something like when it comes to reading the Marvel DC comics and the comic strips. The Action Bible's a pretty good book to read, and also has the words and action sequences, like how you fit into the action type of way. So yeah, that makes it makes it worthwhile. Oh yeah, by the way, so any more questions for you like to ask Austin Lawrence? So besides the one thing that it comes to Cricket Lee's voice acting, who voices May, and then you have Allegra Clark, who voices Dorothea and Shamir from Fire Emblem Three Houses and Three Hopes, which I can hardly wait to do a video. It's one of these women is fighting for me because I am dressed up as the Mighty Morphin White Ranger. Who am I gonna go out with? I have no idea who I'm going with. I'm stuck in between a rock and a hard place. And maybe I should just be myself, for crying out loud. But I will not tell Princess Azula who I really am. She thinks it's Prince Zuko, but she knows better. It's not Prince Zuko. It is not Prince Zuko with that eye injury incident or accident or whatever you like to call it. I don't care. Why? Because I'm not going to tell her out loud. But who knows? I might add her on WWE 2K25 in the near future. Oh, wow. Oh man, yeah. You know what? When I was kind of stuck in a bit of a love triangle. When was the last time I ever got stuck in a love triangle? I'm gonna say, wow. I'm gonna say Miku Oasis while I was in Neo Anime Oasis. That was a long time ago, back in 2016 and 2017. And yeah, yeah. oh, oh my gosh, it was. Oh, I don't. I just let's just say that was that was absolute given. And like, I thought your character. I mean, I thought yourself. I mean, not besides my character. I mean, besides my character out of this. Um, I thought you like Asuna. I do. Which one? I have no idea which one. Is it the one without the elf ears? The one with the elf ears is a fairy? Or the one with the blue hair with the elf ears? I don't know which one. I thought, what about Leva? She's really cute and all besides you know. Okay, I thought you liked Camilla. I do. What about Corin? Yes, for Princess Azura. Azura, not Azula. Yeah, okay. What about the characters from Precure? I thought you liked Shadow Glitter Dream. I thought you liked Yumehara Nozomi. I thought you liked Glitter Lucky. I thought you liked others. Like, what is? So you don't know what to decide on who's who. I thought you liked Tenkayata Gami. I thought it was I look. I know how to keep my emotions in check. All right. That's because I know doesn't mean I forgot them all about it. Oh. So yeah, I'm calm, cool, and collected. Yeah. So yeah, and like I said, if you have any more, do you have any more questions for me to Austin Lawrence? Because if you don't have anything left, then I might have a question for you. Which I do, which took me some time. And I know I already explained this to you, but I will explain this again. So, Austin Lawrence, I have a. Oh, okay. Oh, so finally, you got one more. You got one more. Okay. Austin Lawrence says, did you have fun? And saying that to me, did I have fun? Of course. I had a fun time. I really did. Along with my sister's birthday that happened yesterday. Of course, today is my sister's birthday, which is July 1st, but she wanted to do it on a Monday. It was like on her day off. So I took her on a day off and took her to the Human Being and gave her the birthday present for her. I paid it in full price along with her daughter, who is my little niece, my little princess. Yes, I call her my little princess, or my little buttercup, or my little honey cake. You get the idea. You say, are you married? No, I'm not married. I'm not married. I'm still single. Okay. I'm not. Yeah. Okay. Now I have a question for you, Austin Lawrence, as it's my turn. I know I said this to you before, but here's the question. And it's about the DLC of Batman Arkham Knight Revisited. You heard me right. Revisited. So, from the GCPD lockdown with your character along with Hinoka. Plus, Mike, I know I'm going to have like 3 questions perhaps. And then, okay, so, yeah, why not? Why not? With those 3 questions. The first one is this. The DLC, the GCPD lockdown, along with Hinoka, with your character, and along with Hinoka, then teaming up with Nightwing because you decided that you want to go on a honeymoon, but it was kind of short-lived, and then finding what's going on in Bloodhaven, like following this van here, and then going with Nightwing, and then the same thing for my character of the main character along with her new wifey going on a honeymoon on an island retreat. When you mentioned it before about the island retreat looks lovely, and then Richard Grayson says, "Aw, my heart melts." So yeah, and not to mention showing, and you also have the picture, even though I don't have the picture, but I say Austin Agumo has the picture of Gino Rosenthal and his new wifey, Rosalind Rosenthal, going by the name of Shadow Glitter Dream, Yumahara the Second. And there you go. And like the island retreat looks lovely, like she was as happy as a clam, or like feeling at peace all of a sudden, and like she always wanted to marry the man she never thought she will able to get to marry ever since joining up with the Dark Alliance under the radar secretive work with Karai in a way. Well, not to mention with the new Nexus and all that. And yeah, like a dream come true. It's like her dream became a reality. But she has a strong sense of justice with a lot of character development. And she decided going with the flip of a coin and going with Barbara Gordon and Timothy Drake, and then like the honeymoon cut short and this and that, and then you got the idea, and here we go. And the same thing now going to happen, well, and then, from the flip of a coin, going up in the Robin suit, and then you see, it was a fun series thus far. Getting to team up with Nightwing was a major highlight, says Austin. Oh, really? You love it. You absolutely love it. And you thought, like, I thought you were not going to use, I thought my character was not going to be used ever since I left. And Austin, and I will answer that question. I know I'll ask this one for free. And to give you your answer, not once have I ever discarded your character. Not once. No, no, no. I brought him back since Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2 as a revisited let's play. So I know I did the first time from the second game, and now I did a revisited version again. Twice. The second as a revisited version. I know the music is mostly copyright claim, but I did add the music and to give it a little flair into that. So and then your character teaming up with Nightwing, and then Hinoka covering the skies, and yeah, against Penguin Thugs, and not to mention with ninjas. So yeah, that was epic and fun. Then the same thing going on with my main character, and the honeymoon was cut short, and then Rosalind teaming up with Oracle, Barbara Gordon, and finally, I know she's at peace, but I know she's more of a techie and creating some of her drones, and you know what? She's actually pretty wicked smart. Of how is she able to come up with drones like in cameras? Simple. I think marrying my main character, and I would say possibly a prime character, might actually be something to be worthwhile to, like, ever since, like, finally having a video recording and a camera picture taken saying, I want this guy in my life. He's mine and no one's ever going to take him away from me. And finally she got her wish. Finally realizing more to the backstory of who she is, her twin sister, and how is she like a butterfly with beautiful wings, and how does she kind of have like somewhat similar like fairy ears or elf ears in a way, like Tinkerbell kind of, that way. Well, let's just say, remember when I mentioned about that Rosalind changed the course of history, and because of those who slither in the dark have been doing this for many years and ages and going back to biblical times, hiding in secret. And they are absolutely everywhere, terrifying when it comes to working from from organizations that they practically own under the radar, like under the helmet or somewhat. But yeah, and that one of the flip of a coin is like, how is Harvey Dent saying like, why would he want Gino and put him in trial in the first place? You think Harvey Two Face, why would he say something like that he will deserve to get justice and justice is what he's gonna get and serve and like how is that gonna work out for him? There is no way. It's like, who knows? Perhaps Harvey Dent Two Face is gonna team up with Rimuru Tempest. I like, you've got to be kidding me. What does Harvey Dent Two Face and Rimuru Tempest have something in common? Oh, I don't know. It's like there are two different sides of the same coin. It's like when he mentioned this in Arkham Shadow, he says light, dark, good, evil, like the flip of a coin is like, yeah, the two sides, two different sides of the same coin. Like, okay, I think I know where this is going. I mean, why would Two-Face teaming up with Rimuru Tempest in a way? And like, wanting to take down Gino Rosenthal, really? Yeah, but I'm gonna try to I won't spoil this too much, but only a few, but maybe one or two. So there will be a future live stream of WWE 2K24. I haven't had the time to put up all the custom made title belts and all the characters as well. And once I do that, I'll be able to play it on my Xbox Series XS, including the Xbox One and all that. And so yeah, I was able to I was able to pull it off. Of course, like that. And oh yeah, by the way, there is a bit of a spoiler a bit. I'm not too much, like I said, one or two. So one of them is a spoiler, which I already mentioned about Two-Face. Like, why would Two-Face would team up with Rimuru Tempest along with the Jura Tempest Federation to put away one of my main characters of the family, like Gino Rosenthal. And now because since Rosin had changed the course of history, and I don't know if you watch one of the episodes of Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2, number 2, the second game, not the first, is when my characters in Dagobah, while you were still in the rogue shadow of that starship, and all of a sudden you see that my main character went underneath the tree in Dagobah, and then you see Jedi Master Yoda, and like, what is Gino trying to look for? How is he gonna find answers around here when he is quiet, when he's at peace, or when he's at calm, and then all of a sudden he sees. I'll be honest with you. Rimuru feels like pure spite and complete character assassination. Rimuru isn't the type to go after people unless they target his kingdom. I know, but how, when it comes to Two-Face, Harvey Dent, I think you might, because when he says light, dark, good, evil, we are two sides of the same coin, and like, had you ever seen Two-Face teaming up with Rimuru Tempest, or does he want to, like, align himself or be called the acquaintance? Like, because when it comes to this and that, it's like, okay, I'm going to put just one thing, but I'm not going to say we are exactly the same. I'm going to be honest with you, Two-Face. You and I are not the same. You think we are, but we're not. You think, I went under another name, and now I have a new name. And you know, when Harvey Two-Face says, you may have a new name, you used to have a name that everybody that you know, but so do I. I was called Harvey, but I'm Two-Face. You used to be called Satoru. I'm called Harvey. So you tell me we're not like that. Okay, so he has a point there. He has 1 point there. So it used to be called what. And you think trying to deny, but you think you know what you do is like light and dark, good and evil, and you think we are not two of the same sides of the same coin. And I can and you know what? I'm not going to, oh, jeez. So yeah, the remover feels like pure spite and complete character. So yeah, it's like Harvey Dent and Two-Face, Satoru and remover. It's like, you think we're not the same? It's like, yes, we are. Two sides of the same coin. I think I'm not going to argue with that when it comes to like, I'm not saying they're exactly the same, but they have some similarities. So, you know what? I'm not gonna argue with that one subject. It's like, yeah. If you recall, I did do a short remover and supporters preparing for this. Yeah, I remember. I didn't say I forgot. No, I never forgot, Austin. No, I never forgot. No. I didn't. You think I forget? No, I did not. I did not. And Austin, and to answer part of that question about when you mentioned about making a short, I missed the shorts. Really, I do. I'm not saying I don't. Why would I say I didn't miss any of your shorts? Your answer, I didn't say I never missed. I never say I don't care, or I don't actually care that you do shorts. I actually missed them. So there you go. There's your answer. I just gave you the answer that I put you in. Okay, so you do remember, like, I know he has that personality of Two-Face, but you do realize when it comes to district attorney, it's like, we're going to have a great party because we're going to celebrate our brand new DA, Harvey Dent. I believe in Harvey Dent. He's going to take down crime in about a year and reduce crime by 50%. Think of 18 months of clean streets, for example. So there you go. It's like a summer festival, only like you have like a great time. So don't tell me that you don't have what it takes. Remove Tempest and Harvey Two-Face. I could see this as my goodness. I'm not saying it's exactly the same, but I will say this, they do have similarities, like two different sides of the same coin. So I would say when it comes to fanfic, that can happen, and I know there might be a character or two when it comes to besides Remove Tempest. He's gonna be back. He'll be added on 2K25. I can guarantee you that, Austin Lawrence. I'm not saying no. What I'm saying is yes, he will be added. He will be added. I'm not saying no. But I brought him back. Well, the reason why I brought him back was, well, let's say the Authority brought him back. You know, the Authority. I know there's a lot of catching up for me to tell you from what I said to telling you to, and like, I got a lot of catching up to tell you what has happened. And I'm sorry, Austin Lawrence. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I know you have a lot of catching up to do. a lot of catching up to do for me to tell you from what was. When I mean a lot, I mean a lot. It's like I'm gonna try to fill in the blanks with you as much as I can. I mean, I know. Let me explain. No, there's too much. I'm gonna sum it up and I'll try to explain. So that's cool since Remuru's a favorite character of mine. Side note, Remuru's a fake. Sorry, tongue twister. Rimuru is a regular in the playverse as the player during 11th century feudal Japan. Okay. Okay. I was trying not to go into a tongue twister because I don't want to speak too fast, but I will try to talk fast, but not too fast. Fast, but not too fast, but just right. And so, oh yeah. Oh, you do realize that the Rosenthal's or the Candles of Light or for anyone else are not friends with Rimuru Tempest because they know about his history. And they're I don't think nobody's going to make somebody forget because you're not going to make somebody forget of what they did because it's like, sure, but when the end times come, you will face upon your judgment type of thing. And of course, is Dracula going to be coming back from Castlevania, Lords of Shadow, Mirror of Fate? Yes, he is returning. He is coming back. He is coming back. Dracula from Castlevania, Lords of Shadow, Mirror of Fate. And yes, he met Rimuru Tempest. And yes, he doesn't like him one bit either. But they do have something to share in common. They do have something in common. And you say, oh, really? I don't think Dracula and Rimuru Tempest don't have the same thing in common. Okay, you got me there. But you didn't let me finish. Okay, tell me, what is one thing that they have in common? You tell me. You tell me, okay? I mean, I don't know if you pay attention, but I'll tell you this anyways. Is when, after Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2, my character Gina went back to Dracula's castle from Castlevania, Lords of Shadow, Mirror of Fate, because he looks like Sting. His facial makeup looks like Sting. You know, the icon Sting. You know, Sting, the icon Sting right there. And also, why does he look like a Power Ranger dressing up like one? Well, that I can answer to you easy. It's the Zeo White Ranger suit. It's like, no way. How is he wearing a suit like that? You know what? Ever since when they are both rulers, the difference between Dracula sees his subordinates as expendable, removed by contrast cares deeply for his subordinates. Yeah, okay. They have something in common, one. Okay, so do they have more than one besides that one thing in common? Yes. It's about the Rosenthal, the bloodline of Rosenthal. And Dracula does not want to see the rise of Rosenthal from that bloodline, even though they didn't realize it. And I think he might have known Pacific Islander descent, the blood of a Samoan. And I put this into just the fanfic only. The Anawai, the Maivia, and the Fatu families. And yes, is this something similar like the wild Samoans in a type of way? Yes. Okay, how is it different than a Saiyan? It's like a Saiyan, only when it comes to a Super Samoan, it's entirely different. then you'll realize that when Roman Reigns said about on a comic strip thumbnail fanfic, he says, "I'm facing my own flesh and blood." He knows that the Rosenthals have Pacific Islander descent. Even Dracula knew this, but he kept this quiet. And what about Remover Tempest? Does he know? Yes. I'm not saying no. I said yes. So you got to be kidding me. And what about Goku Black? Yes, he knew this as well. Rosalina? Yes. What about other members of the bloodline of Rosenthal? No. Like, what? They didn't even know this until they found out close to WrestleMania. They didn't know this until they found out about close to WrestleMania. Besides, Remover Tempest as a member of the Authority. I know, it just makes it special, which it makes it like, dude, like, you think I don't know this? No, no, that's not it. The fact is that I didn't know it. Not even even some of my family members don't even know this as well. Rosalina knew, Dracula knew, Goku Black knew, yes. Who did, yeah. How did Roman Reigns knew about this? It's simple. I think he might have paid attention that the Rosenthals might have been like part of the black sheep of the family. Like, what? The black sheep of the family. Like from the bloodline of Samoans, like the Maivia family, the Fatu family, the Anawai family, that. And that is the reason why he said, "I am facing my own flesh and blood," and he is facing off who are of Pacific Islander descent, and that would be the family of Rosenthal, who are the last line defense members of the Candles of Light, because the Candles of Light are nearly extinct. Nearly extinct. It's the same thing. You go back in biblical times, like those who slither in the dark, because those who slither in the dark are true arch enemies of the Candles of Light. And all of it because when the Rosenthals are mere descendants of King David. Back in when it comes to biblical times. And so for that, they realize that how much of a threat they become. Even Remover Tempest knows how strong Gino is when it comes to that Zeo White Ranger suit when he looks as like the Icon Sting makeup. Goku Black knew how strong Gino is. I mean, no matter because he's a lot stronger than he ever was. Way stronger than higher and anything else. So give anybody a run for his money. And Goku Black wanted that power. And if he knew that if Gino would break the curse, the tumor in his brain would come back instantly and he dies within less than a week. And he knows that he is going to get that body along with the power. But it never happened because those who slither in the dark wanted to avoid the multiple versions of Gino and Jonathan, because Gino saw multiple versions of himself, and he told his mother, he told his family, he said, "I saw multiple versions of myself." It's like, how is this possible? Why would there be multiple versions of himself? Because until Shadow Glitter Dream changed the course of history, Rosalind, of course, she changed the course of history. And you want to know what she said before or during? She said, "I want every all I just I don't mind. All I want is for every woman of the RWO who joined up or recently, I want them to be happy." She said, "I want them to be happy." She didn't say she didn't say I want them to be glad. She didn't say I want them to be miserable. No, no, no. She didn't say that. She said I want them to be happy. So she wanted them to be happy because they know they've met Gino, they met Jonathan, and when all of a sudden that she changed the course of history, there's something along deep inside of her awakened, because when she believed in the traveler can do great miracles, and finally from what she sought and what she find deep within, not from her abilities herself, but looked within the heart that the traveler wanted to see, that finally she opened up, and then finally kicking butt against Khalifa Black when the titles are going to be unified, who will become the very first undisputed WWE Universal Women's Champion. And finally, it as the smoke clears, someone stands on top of Mount Rushmore, and that is Shadow Glitter Dream, going into a brand new attire. And that attire is, and when she went from, how going from black and white and almost like like she kind of like the female version of Batman, or the version of Batgirl in a type of way. From Precure 5 a Go-Go, she changed the course of history, and then all of a sudden you see multiple versions of Gino and Jonathan with names. Some of them have the different names, like Gino, Leo, Leonardo, Isaac, like my name, Oscar, in a way. And then you see Jonathan, John, short, just John, not Jonathan, or Nathan, Isaac, yes, and there you go. And then Hajime, beyond in disbelief, is like, I got new son-in-laws, and this is my son who's marrying Kotari Tsuka. This is my son who's married Tenka, yes, it's like, wow. Oh my, and this is what those who slither in the dark wanted to avoid this. And now it has become that much harder. And what about Rimuru Tempest? However, he is going to have a little bit of difficulty from what he sees. Is like, what? I didn't say he was part of those who slither in the dark. No, I'm just saying, I know he does his own thing when I mentioned about Two-Face. And so now he is seeing this. And also, I mentioned about a second spoiler alert, about one more character. Like I said, I don't want to go that much into detail, but I will spoil this a little bit. Of course, Rimuru Tempest still wanted to have should have done about the offer, because the Rosenthal says, I reject the offer, I'd rather not have that. You will not change one darn thing, because the Traveler knows everything than you do. A little advice for writing for Rimuru. Rimuru cares deeply for his kingdom and subordinates. Have his motives relate to that in some way. But, hey, Austin, you did, when we had a little talk, you mentioned about, when I say remember when I said about multiple versions, when I say now you see multiple versions of Gino and Jonathan, when I say how does this like whether it's the good things or the bad things, or this relates to good news and bad news type of thing. And when you said that, when I told you this, and when you say like good news and bad news type of thing, and I strongly agree 100% on that from what you said earlier. You mentioned this. I know. You mentioned this to me. If you remember clearly, I mean, I'm not saying you don't, but you happen to do. It's like it's right there. Because I did give you the I did give you the I give you the explanation of why was it like multiple versions of Gino and Jonathan, and they have no love for Rimuru Tempest and the Juru Tempest Federation because they don't want nothing to do, but they realize that some way there may be a time when they're gonna go cross hairs. I'm not saying it will happen now, but in the future maybe. Oh, and oh yeah, I forgot one more thing. Oh yeah, a little thing. Rimuru Tempest. I did mention about him. There will be a character that he might know of who is a who used to be somebody, but he might know who it is. I'm not saying he won't. So like, what do you mean? So, whew. So, so who do you like? Okay, I know of how's it going to? I'm trying to find the paragraph that what you from what you said to me earlier, unless you remember specifically. Oh, really? So far, it's looking Rimuru's going the anti-hero route in the Arkham verse, which is an interesting direction. Oh, really? I didn't know you find that interesting. I didn't know you're gonna find an interesting direction. To be honest, that's something. I mean, I did it with, how does Rimuru? I mean, sorry, I'm trying to. I'm not trying to go into a mixed bag. I was gonna say Hajime Nagumo. Sorry, Hajime Nagumo. I'm sorry. I got a little mixed up. I'm sorry. I was like the names. It's like racing through my mind. It's like no, not Remove Tempest. I'm looking for Hajime Nagumo's name. That's him. I gave him the character development, dude, to be honest. And you know what? I mean, like, we're working from a group called Veritas. Did Veritas knew about the Candles of Light? Yes. Did Dr. Swan, before his death, knew about the Candles of Light? Yes, he knew it. But he was also an idealist. If you know why he is an idealist, something like he has like contingency plans, if you happen to know. Like, how's that work? It's let's just say something that happened, if you like to know. Oh, and by the way, oh yeah, the cyborg. I did. Okay. Okay, okay. Oh yeah, oh yeah. The spoiler, the bit of a spoiler. Okay, I know I'm gonna spoil this a bit. Rimuru Tempest, let's say he knows somebody from the Rosenthal family, but he is absolutely shocked to see someone who came back. But it's not who he think it is. So like, who do you think who it is? Let's just say he says, no, you will not interfere, but I will stop you, and I'm not going to slay you or kill you. I'm going to destroy you for what you are trying to do for making any kind of deals. And like, who are you? You don't really, have you forgotten who I am? After all, I am just a mysterious stranger to you. It's like, mysterious stranger, wait a minute. No, it can't be. And it is, it's someone he knows. It's like, I used to be called someone else, but now you think I'm kind of like you or somewhat? No, I hate what I've become. I've never asked to be in this, or including with Dracula. My name is Jonah Rosenthal, who I used to be. Like, whoa. It's like, what? Didn't you marry a woman named Haru? I did. Until I had to stop Dracula, and then you came in somewhat, even though you had disagreements with Dracula himself. And he speaks in a Scottish accent in a way. So yeah, he's got a Scottish accent somehow. And yeah, he is going to play another big part. Jonah Rosenthal Sr., not Junior, Senior. Jonah Rosenthal Sr., going under by another name. Let's just say he is somewhat like Alucard. You know how Trevor Belmont, from Castlevania, a Scottish accent, yeah. A Scottish accent. You forgot the Rosenthals as like of a mixed blood race. I mean, they thought they were like of Jewish descent, yes, but they didn't even, most of the Rosenthals, they don't want to freaking, they know they have Pacific Islander descent because Goku Black knew this, that he wants to get his hands upon. So Jonah Rosenthal Sr., of course, his wife Haru, which will be a future Let's Play called All That Remains, from the makers that brought you an otaku like me, has two fiancés, who, when Jonah Rosenthal Sr. fell in love with Yukiko, which she looks so much like Rosalina, very, like, it's freaky. Yeah, that's gonna happen. It's freaky, I know. It's like, how does this relate to when it comes to changing the course of history? It's simple. You're gonna find how this happened and how it works. And it's almost like when Two-Face mentioned Gino's name, but he didn't say Gino is Batman or Bruce Wayne is Batman. It's almost like nearly close to a reboot. It's like he doesn't know the identities names, or only saying the names, but not the who is behind the cowl. Like, wow. Are you kidding me? No, I'm not. So yeah, like I said, I'm not going to spoil much, but Jonah Rosenthal Sr. Jonah Rosenthal Sr. And yes, he is kind of like from the Alucard, Trevor Belmont, who is Alucard from Castlevania, Lords of Shadow, Mirror of Fate in a way. and somehow he never asked to be like this, and now he blames Dracula and also Rimuru, and he said, because he, usually when he says, I am a mysterious stranger, of course, he doesn't know that Jonah Rosenthal Sr., who is Rimuru Tempest, he only says, Satoru. Not once he ever said Rimuru. He said Satoru. That's it. And so, yeah. So that's how he said it. He didn't even realize who Rimuru Tempest is until he found out, maybe before and after his death. So I would say his son and daughters were born shortly after, for maybe several years. Mysterious stranger, Gozu Wolf. Yeah, mysterious stranger sounds interesting. Yeah, Gozu Wolf. If I say your name right. Yeah, I do my own comic strip thumbnails, if you like to know. And also, I do have, so like I said, I don't want to spoil it too much, but it does, involve with him, how there's Jonah Rosenthal Jr., so that would be his son. So how does this connect to the story with all of this, including what? Oh, Gozu. Oh, thanks. Yeah, thanks, Gozu Wolf. Usually I was afraid that I was gonna get the name wrong, even if I do try to correct myself, but I'm not perfect when it comes to name correcting in a way. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just charging up my cell phone. That's all. So yeah, a Scottish accent for Jonah Rosenthal Sr., and have a son and a daughter from Haru, from a future LP that will be called All That Remains. It's kind of a drama, but it also from the makers that brought you an otaku like me, his two fiancés, Genius Inc. That's gonna be happening soon. But also, I am bringing back Batman Arkham Origins as a revisited, and yeah, that will be happening as well. So why not? Christmas in the summertime, or Christmas in July, or whatever, or Christmas in August and September. Yeah, it is coming back. It is coming back. It is coming back. My goodness. And yeah, I think I'm going to add your character into it, Austin Lawrence. And like I said, not once have I ever discarded your character ever since you left. But like I said, not once I ever discarded your characters, like dispose or eject him out of here or throw him out of here, like that will not be a part of the whatsoever. No, not once. Yeah, so Batman Arkham Origins will be coming back, revisited ever since I did that Let's Play for the first time, and it'll be on New Game Plus. New Game Plus. That's going to be happening. New Game Plus. New Game Plus. Yeah, yeah, you see the Joker coming back again. And like multiple versions of the Joker throughout the multiverse and the Playverse. Why, there's a Joker in the DC Comics, even going to crossovers. All he wants is because everything he sees is nothing but a twisted joke of a bad day. And like, you can't always get what you want when it comes to those who have a bad day now, is it? Yeah, even when your skin is bleached white from ACE chemicals or acid chemicals, like, whoa, yeah, I know. Have that green hair and white type of like that sort of thing, like, really messes up with you on the inside and out. And also wearing that big red fish bowl. I love, like, why does it look like someone like Red Hood? I don't know, because that's how he works out besides Jason Todd. So, the mysterious stranger, Jonah Rosenthal Sr. and Satoru Mikami. Of course, like I said, he doesn't even know who Rimuru Tempest is. He does not know. He does not know. You're saying he knows? No, he doesn't. Zero. Until he finds out later on. Like, way later on. Like, shortly before he dies. Shortly before he dies. Like, and how did he came back? Kind of like, similar to that, like, Trevor Belmont getting impaled and then being brought back because when Dracula find out whose son he is fighting, his very own son, when Trevor says father, and then all of a sudden Dracula realized this and then didn't know until it's too late. But also Dracula's gonna find out more than just saying my own son or his own blood or whatsoever. Like, what? This is gonna cause some major hit points, and that may include with Rimuru Tempest that he might get somewhat involved in such a way. Like, you've got to be kidding me! No way! And how Jonah Rosenthal Sr. never asked for this. And because of that, he will say, I'm not going to slay you, I'm going to destroy you. And your time will come along with the Juru Temp, along with others who you so-called people or what. Like I said, I don't want to get that much into detail, but I'm trying to savor some of the juicy stuff way later, until the proper place of the storyline comes into play of how are the Rosenthals being targeted from those who slither in the dark. Of course, like his first love, that would be Yukiko, who looks very much alike like Rosalina, which is freaky, but to be honest, yes. Like, how is this possible? I have no idea. But it's right there. And then all of a sudden, you see, so many years later, a young woman named Haru that relates to Yukiko in a way. It's like, I'm this and I'm that and I'm a relative to Yukiko and Haru. Of course, it's a Japanese name. Maybe I should have gone by the name of Heather. That would have worked, Heather, instead of any besides the name Haru. That will be a future Let's Play of how this happened and what became of Jonah Rosenthal Sr. Of course, Jonah Rosenthal Jr. is something else entirely. And usually, why were the last names Tsukino? A son or a daughter. That I can think of something else entirely. I'm not saying no, but let's just say I might know how to make this work. So why not? Just give me time. And okay, so here we go. Here's something else. I also have another announcement. I'll make this quick before I end the live stream. Two announcements. One, I'm going to go to celebrate the 4th of July, Independence Day, with someone that I know from church from out of Calvary Chapel, Homedale. And that's going to be fun. And I might be able to do a live stream for, that 4th of July fireworks celebration thing, which would be incredibly amazing if they buy fireworks. And go Zia Wolf. So I do this every year on my live stream. When the time is right, who knows? It starts like at 7:30 or 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. or 9 until it gets dark, and then I set the timing right, and hopefully once I start the live stream, we light up the fireworks until everything's lit, and then saving for something that's big like for the finale, and there we have it. So right now, fireworks are still selling all the way until July 4th. Oh, I will have fun, and also I'll be having a bit of a barbecue besides that. So yeah, I'm not gonna go this alone. This will be my first time going with the church folk I know so well from out of Calvary Chapel, Homedale, and I'm definitely gonna have fun for 4th of July fireworks, especially in this type of way. I don't know if they're gonna get the bundle or not, because when it comes to a big box bundle, like hundreds of dollars, that's a lot of money. That is a lot of money to buy fireworks. And I'm not kidding. And and also, even better with friends. Yeah, even better with friends. Oh, definitely. Even better with friends. I see the profile picture of the Crimson Ranger, which is, Ryu. And I'll be posting pics since I got the pictures from Gem State Comic Con, the Nostalgia Con, and Anime Oasis. That's gonna be on the Alliance community board, on Twitter, on Facebook, and on Instagram, and you'll see them. I just give me the time to post it, and you'll see me. Oh, and also I have another announcement. Here's one more. On the second week of July, I need to pack my stuff. I'm gonna have to pack my stuff up on the second week of July, and the stuff in my room, my clothes, my game consoles, everything, everything is gonna have to go, all of it. I mean, all of it, because why? I'm moving from Idaho to Utah, if you want to know. So yeah, I'm moving from Idaho to Utah. I'm guessing there's no point of keeping this a secret anymore. I'm moving from Idaho to Utah. It's happening. Is the house up for sale? Only my parents know this. I do not have the slightest clue. I thought the house is up for sale, but I don't think my parents have not told me just yet. But my dad has got a gas station for the second time. He owns a gas station, second time again, and it's next to Subway, and that's in southern Utah. Of course, it snows a lot in the Wasatch Mountain Range, along where Park City, Utah is. Yeah, I will enjoy my new adventure of a new home, Gozia Wolf. It really does. And a Wasatch Mountain Range, my gosh, the state of Utah is my next home adventure. It's my next home adventure. Yes, it's on former Mexican soil. And I can't believe I'm going back. And my new house is in southwest Utah. Lots of Joshua trees in southern Utah, along with wait a minute, Utah's not far south. Well, not entirely accurate. It's south, but not far south, but it does have desert palm trees in southern Utah. So it's there for those who watch my videos in my YouTube channel. You'll see it. You'll see it. It says my Leo's Utah Trip Adventure and Leo's Utah Home Trip Adventure. So there you go. That's what you're going to be looking at. A bunch of Joshua trees, tropical desert palm trees, the works right there. Right there is what you'll see. And the Wi-Fi internet is incredibly great. Sometimes it can go off and on. At least it's not every day. Sometimes. I mean, because I just wish they could add something like more of the server so it doesn't go like crash and burn. I mean, it does not like crash and burn, but yeah. But I will give you a hint. I'll be 2 hours approximate from Las Vegas. That's all I'm going to say. 2 hours approximate from Las Vegas. So yes. Southwestern Utah has like a West Coast feel, but you're in the mountain region. But once you cross the time zone, you know, Pacific time, once you're in Nevada, you're in the West Coast. Once you're back in Arizona, you're back in the mountain time. The same thing goes for Utah. So yeah, Southwestern Utah definitely feels like it has a West Coast feel, but you're in the mountain region. But it definitely feels like I was back in Pomona, California, and right there to me is like the San Gabriel Mountains. But there's the Wasatch Mountain Range with the Hurricane Cliffs and the Pine Valley Mountains, and right up to that is Cedar City, Utah, and yeah, it's the works. So yeah. Everything is going to go. My bed is going to be staying here. It's going to be into a yard sale. Already got another bed back home. Am I taking a blanket with me or two? Yes, I'm taking one of my blankets with me. And I got boxes, plenty of boxes. Like so many boxes. And, oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm going to put in like clothes. I'm going to be putting in clothes in the boxes. Like, yeah, my clothes, the clothes in my closet, the clothes in my drawer, the shoes, everything. Yeah, it's like everything must go. What about like electronics and stuff? It's all going. It's all going. The drawers, they're staying here. And am I going to take my flat screen TV? Yeah. It's like, which one? Possibly the one in my bedroom, perhaps. I don't know about the other two TVs. The one is upstairs and the one is downstairs. I have no idea. But I'll tell you this. I'm taking my flat screen TV in my bedroom as far as I know. And I have a long list. I know I have a long list of everything must go. And then some of the toiletries in my bathroom, I'll be taking that as well. Yeah, like I said, everything is going to go. Everything is going to be picked up. Everything's going to be cleaned up. I have to be ready before July 14th. My mother is coming to July 14th. And then she's going to take everything, starting with my stuff in my room, along with my toiletries, and taking it all the way with me from Idaho to Southwest Utah, where I'll be spending the rest of my days over there. And also a new adventure. I would love to go to the Las Vegas Comic Con, plus the Las Vegas Level Up Expo, which they do every year in Las Vegas. So I'm definitely, also the Durango that I drive in Idaho. I'm going to be giving up with the keys. I'm not going to be driving that car very much longer. My parents are going to get me a brand new vehicle. So that's gonna be a given. So yeah. And the car I drive right now in Idaho, it's not even under 250, it's not even over 250,000 miles. It's still under. My gosh, and it's 2006. A 2006 Dodge Durango. That's like nearly 2 decades. 2 decades of that car for 2006. Wow. And more. But yeah, I had a fun ride. I had a great time. I had a great adventure to be in Idaho. My family moved in Idaho since 1995. Wow. And I'm going to enjoy my final year or the last days in Idaho, and now Utah's my next adventure trip. And will I be in Special Olympics? Yes, Special Olympics Utah is where I'm gonna go. And I did mention this, even if I didn't get chosen to represent Team Idaho to go to nationals in Minneapolis, Minnesota, who cares? What I did is better than my best in flag football. I did my better than my best at flag football, and I did it. And my team got the gold medal. And I was with that team who got said gold medal. And like I said, if I don't get chosen, who cares? I did my better than my best at the state championships, and that's all that matters. But if I do get chosen, then this means I have to come back to Idaho to represent Team Idaho, go into a conference meeting, and then you start training within 6 to 7 months, beginning in the winter time. And so for that, it has to happen. So, this means I'll be in Idaho for like over a half a year until Nationals is over, then come back home to Utah. But like I said, if I get chosen, that means I have to stay in Idaho for another year, from that year until I get a conference call, but it's a long ways. So Southwest Utah is where I'm going to be going. Approximately 2 hours from Las Vegas. That is the closest Comic-Con I can go to. Hey, 2 hours is better than nothing. It's like going from Boise to Twin Falls. Or like going from Boise to Baker City, Oregon. Whichever you choose. Either that, or should I say going from the Tri-Cities to Yakima, the Tri-Cities, Kennewick, Richland, and Pasco. It's like going from the Tri-Cities of Kennewick, Richland, and Pasco, Washington to Yakima, Washington. So it's about the same distance. So yeah, almost like approximate 2 hours, Yakima to the Tri-Cities. So yeah, it's not that far. It's not that far. All I need is just a book into a hotel, plus with the tickets to buy in advance, and like going to the Las Vegas Comic-Con and the Las Vegas Expo, and then you're there. So I'm there. And that's all there is to it. So yeah. First week, I'm good. Like I said, the second week, I'm gonna have to I have to start packing everything. Am I gonna record some videos? Yeah, but there may be a time I may not be able to record videos all at once, to be honest. But after that, I will not be available on social media for the time being once July 14th comes in, and then, like I said, everything must go. Everything. And yeah, that's about it. So that's my announcement. My 4th of July live stream and my moving trip to Utah, and of course the cell service is pretty bad, but the Wi-Fi internet is pretty good, strong and excellent, really good, which I'll have no problem. Hey, don't feel sad. It's like I'm not going anywhere. My YouTube channel's not going anywhere. Just me and the stuff I'm taking, where my mom's going to have all my stuff and taking it all the way to Southwest Utah, where I spend the rest of my days and participating in sports in Special Olympics Utah. The works. And yeah. Yeah, that's good at least. It's good. And I know there won't be any videos while I'm not available when it comes to moving. This will take me some time for me to move my stuff and put everything into place, like nails on the wall and like hanging up in there and hanging like my banner or my name and all this and that, and you get the idea. So yeah, I think the drawers I'll have, they're gonna go. Like my electronics are coming with me. My old PC for Windows 10, that's coming with me. That's coming with me, so that's gonna go with me as well. Everything, there's something else I'm gonna need. There are some things I'm not gonna take at all. So it's like the one I've broken. A broken monitor, I'm not taking that. That's gonna go to the garbage. Into the one I have, a newer one, that I'll keep along with the adapter. The adapter still works pretty well, and yeah, that's about it. Basically everything. Some of my clothes, who knows? Perhaps it might be in a yard sale. Others, I'm taking them with the rest of it with me. Yeah, I am gonna miss this place. Been in Homedale for like almost for quite a while. Moved in since 2018 to 2019, and now I'm here. Now I'm here. There is the downside. I mean, the good news is they have flag football in Special Olympics Utah. The bad news is there is no floor hockey. No floor hockey. Yeah, it's shocking. Even though that the state of Utah is more of a sports state, because they have the Utah Jazz, the Utah Hockey Club of the National Hockey League, Real Salt Lake of Major League Soccer. Besides colleges, like the University of Utah was a Mountain West Conference member, now a Pac-12, and now the Big 12, along with BYU, went an independent school, now joins the Big 12. Yeah, the works. And what about Utah State? Was a Western Athletic Conference, now the Mountain West, and now joins the Pac-12 with Boise State. And there's some other schools like Weber State, and there's Utah Tech, home of the Trailblazers. That's in St. George. And yeah, members of the Western Athletic Conference. Yeah, there's some interesting schools from the Western Athletic Conference. No, it's not dead. I'm surprised because I'm going to be in the desert tropics, and I am so excited. I'm so excited. The weather in the wintertime is really nice. It's just perfect. In the summertime, good luck with that. It's like trying to beat the summer heat in southern Idaho, which reaches over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Southern Idaho is like the next Arizona. My gosh. Even up north. So, yeah. Yeah, Utah experiences hot weather besides cold winters, like weather, like the snowstorms, the Great Salt Lake, the canyons, and all that. So, yeah. Utah is like Donkey Kong Country 3 in real life. with a little bit of Donkey Kong Country 2 of the Kremlin's Lost World. Why? Because, like, finding dinosaur bones, like there's the Camarasaurus and the Utah Raptors. So, yes, and they have an aquarium, which is their aquarium's bigger than the one in Idaho. They have an amusement park besides Sawtooth Amusement Park up in northern Idaho, which is in Rathdrum, or in between Rathdrum and Coeur d'Alene. It's Lagoon in Farmington, Utah. They got Jellystone Water Park in Southwest Utah. Hey, 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 boo boo, let's go to get some picnic baskets. Hey. I like Yogi Bear. Who would not like Yogi Bear anyways? It's a great yeah. It's a great place for kids who have to have a great childhood in Southwest Utah. Not to mention Zion National Park is right next door, which is awesome. And there's Bryce Canyon, not to mention a little further away, Glen Canyon, and not to mention a little further south, the Grand Canyon. Yeah, and the Virgin River, where it connects to Hoover Dam, which is from next to the Colorado River. Oh my gosh, that is the lifeblood right there. Yeah, it's something else entirely. I've seen dams before, but it's incredible. But yeah, Utah, I am definitely going to be playing flag football along with basketball and soccer, which I miss so much. So yeah, 3 sports. It is, yeah, it's nice. Yeah, the weather's nice. Also, they got a couple of brand new sports in Special Olympics Utah. They added. One of them is Top Golf. You heard me, Top Golf. Like, what? That's not a sport. I know. Why don't you look it up in Special Olympics Utah? They got the sport browsing on the search engine. Say, we got Top Golf. 4! There it is. You got Top Golf. It's like, get the golf ball and get it to the nearest hole if you can. If you get it to the nearest hole, you might be able to win, and then you're against your opponents or against the opposing team. That's one. Here's the second sport. You're not going to believe this. Cheerleading. What? You heard me. Cheerleading. You're going to say, you're making this up, are you? No, I'm not. I wish I was making this up, but I'm not. It's a sport. Cheerleading is a sport. Like, okay, I'm going to give you for example. How is cheerleading a sport? Look it up in Special Olympics Utah and browse on the search engine. Give me an M. M, give me an I, give me an L, give me a K. Guy, what does that spell? Milk! There you go. There's your cheerleading. That's your cheer. It's a sport. I know. It's just like, dude, I don't know how I feel about this. Why would they add cheer as a sport or cheerleading? I have no idea because they did that. I can't believe they Top Golf and cheerleading or cheer. They just oh my. Yeah, I find it absolutely shocking. It's just, believe me, I find this hard to believe. I really do, but it's 100% true. Top Golf and cheerleading is a sport in Utah. Not every U.S. state will have all sports. I know they have basketball. Yes, they have it. Do they have like flag football or floor hockey? Well, not every U.S. state, okay? Not every U.S. state. Not every U.S. state has it. I know basketball is famous. Not every U.S. state has soccer. What about sailing? Like, like going sailing or surfing? Well, that's easy. Unless you live in California or Texas or Florida or North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia. You heard me, Georgia. What about Louisiana, perhaps? Special Olympics surfing or sailing or one of those two. They got it. They have it. I'm not saying they don't. You want to try go sailing or surfing? Go to Schlitterbahn, which is a water park in New Braunfels, Texas. It's just a wipeout, as I recall. Yeah, serve up in Special Olympics surfing. Like I said, only those places you're going to find surfing for Special Olympics. California, Texas, Louisiana, Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, y'all. Cowabunga, cowboy surfing. Oh, yeah, I've been to you say you haven't been to Texas. Yes, I have. Have you ever seen my videos, like my Texas trip adventure? I went to San Antonio. I went to Corpus Christi, Texas. I checked the Gulf of Mexico right in front of my eyes. Even Austin Lawrence can vouch for me. He saw it. And my goodness, I've been to Houston as well. San Antonio, San Marcos, New Braunfels, Texas, and the state capital itself, Austin, Texas. Oh, yeah. I've been to the heart of Texas itself. And yes, and you say you haven't been to the Alamo yet. I have. Check out the video of my Texas trip adventure that was back in 2022. The Alamo has history. And where did they get the name of Six Flags? Well, the clue is in the name for Six Flags of the Alamo. If you catch my meaning. Not to mention, how did the war started? With how is Davy Crockett in this? He was there back then. My goodness, yeah. Mexico and the United States, my gosh, and there's so much history. With Utah, with New Mexico, parts of Colorado, small corner of southwest Wyoming, a part of Oklahoma, of its handle, Arizona, Utah, Nevada, California, and Texas itself. So there you go. It's all about checking out the history. And, the things like, from what's going on, from what it's worth. Yes, I do have a friend of mine who lives in Texas. I went to a restaurant called Taco Cabana. Their food is really good. And what about Whataburger? Yes, it's only found in Texas. Whataburger is only found in Texas. It's not corporate owned, it's family owned. And the very first Whataburger that was made in Texas is in Corpus Christi. That is where you find the very first Whataburger next to the Gulf of Mexico itself in Corpus Christi, Texas. Latin for body of Christ. Yes, and I understand what that word means in the city's name in Latin. It's incredible. I mean, there's so much history. And I'm going to say Whataburger is, their food is better than Jack in the Box's. So I strongly agree because it tastes really good. I would say if I see Whataburger, I would prefer Whataburger over that. So there you go. Their food is really good, trust me. It's family owned, not corporate owned. So you're saying, what is the difference between family owned and corporate owned? Well, it's easy. So corporate owned is like not owned by families, but a company owned that's a corporation. Family owned, not that they own the name of the restaurant that's not owned by a corporation, but the family of itself of that entire state region. You know, like when you go to a local market that's only like just this market is only available for this entire state only, like such as Hubert Eugene Butt Store, like that. So yeah, HEB, Hubert Eugene Butts. Like how you know those names? Like I have because I've been to Texas, and also I have family relatives over there in Texas. So what do you expect? In the heart of Texas, and also some from Houston. And I'm actually blessed, to be honest, by the grace of God, and I know I experienced the good times and the bad, you know, because yesterday is history, tomorrow's a mystery, but today is a gift. And you know what? And I would say Jesus Christ would say the exact same thing, but in his own words. And he knows exactly what to say. The word of God tells all, because when the sun sets, who the sun set free is free indeed. You are free because, yeah, we are dead to sin, alive in Christ. You once was dead, but now you live. You once was blind, but now you see. You once was lost, but now you are found. You were so far away, but you're home now. You don't know how, but he touched you. Now your life to him you give. I mean, when it comes to being, if you don't try not to be like, you say, yeah, I'm a Christian and a sinner, but I do this and my own thing. You don't want to be lukewarm. Because, like, I'm proud to belong into the world. I mean, you do live in the world, but why you want to be, like, you belong to these people? No. You want to belong, I mean, you're a sinner like everyone else. And because why? We're only here in this world temporarily. But once our life is over, it's over. And our life is where we will spend for eternity, because there are no second chances once you are past the point of life. And that is the reason why Jesus Christ has opened the bridge. He is the bridge. He is the gap to build that suspension bridge. And we need to cross it with him. A relationship with Jesus Christ to break the bondage of sin that is held within us. Who the Son set free is free indeed. For whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved, and whosoever believe in him that and confess with your mouth that he has risen from the dead, you shall be saved. For he is the resurrection and the life. And even though he or she were dead, shall live, because the dead will rise first. So yeah, that would be it. And I do believe that would be the end of our, and one more thing. And I hope you guys will, before I end this live stream, there will be a live stream, if I can, and I hope it shall be. Will be a live stream on the 4th of July on a Friday, this Friday. And also, I'll be packing up everything on the second week of July, and everything must go. But like I said, and I'm going to have a great and awesome adventure living in my new home. My room will be amazing. I already been into my new home already, and I'll tell you the truth. My bedroom is the biggest one of the entire house, and it's a mansion. It's like the Wayne Mansion from the DC Comics a little bit. It is just absolutely amazing. All I need is my Yeet Mobile. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And tell me, what do you guys think of Anime Idaho live stream commentary post show 2025 exclusive only? I will be posting pictures on the Alliance community board, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. You name it, you got it. As your main owner and founder of this entire channel, who likes to take chances, making mistakes, and getting messy, who likes peanut butter and chocolate and a breakfast for dinner, for I am main event, Leah Wolverine, who likes to yeet in the chat, yeet in the commentary, yeet on a video premiere, yeet on a live stream, day and night, in and out, you got it. Godspeed, play safe, and shalom. Remember to fight with honor, love, truth, and justice. And I'll see you guys on a video premiere of Anime Idaho. Not as a live stream, but as a video premiere. And I promise you that one. Friendship is magic for everyone. Thank you guys so much. Have a great rest of your day and or evening. And I'll see you guys on a video premiere for tomorrow of WWE 2K24 of the My Rice storyline Undisputed. And also a new Let's Play, Revisited Batman Arkham Origins, and Donkey Kong Land 3 as well, and some other Let's Plays I can think of. Thank you guys so much. Friendship is magic for everyone. Have a great rest of your day and or evening. Until then, I got one thing to say before I end the live stream like I always do. Yeet! Woo! See ya!